So before I do this is not a rant. This is gonna be a random video. But before I do it, I gotta do it right. Oh man. Alright. Y'all see this. This is probably one of the most things I'm excited for as a video gamer. And honestly, I'm glad I get to talk about this. This is more than what I usually talk about, and it's more of a lighter standpoint. By now, this is about 1 or 2 days away from the final episode of the Walking Dead Telltale game, and I couldn't be more excited because I've been following this game since 2012, where I actually thought it was like some type of zombie shooter when I didn't know who Telltale was. I didn't even know it was a point and click game. When I was like playing it, to tell you the truth, it was just like, oh. And then you see Lee and he's in the back of the cop car. I'm like, oh, this is a point and click game. But for some reason, I was just interested in the story. And I just kept playing. And then next thing you know, I'm falling in love with these characters. Like Lee and Clementine. Like Clementine, that's been one of my favorite characters from the jump. And I have said, and I will stick by the statement, she is definitely top 3 female protagonists of all time. You have Samus from Metroid, Lara Croft from the Tomb Raider series, and Clementine from this Telltale's Walking Dead. She is definitely top 3, especially with her story progression. One thing about Telltale's, and once I looked up, I said, oh, they do all these point and click games, and about story is really big about the story. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't really into The Walking Dead. Like, I thought it was cool, I thought it was okay, but I was never really into it. But the game just pulled me into this. And like the stories of everything, with the stories and everything around it, like the first 2 episodes, it got me. And then like I couldn't wait for the other episodes to come out. So like this thing really got me. And like playing this game, I was just happy. And then like the best part is I got to share this with other people and they enjoying it too. Where people will watch me play this game because they want to know what happened. And that's kind of like one of my fondest memories. I've brought The Walking Dead to many places. Like when I was in the Navy, I was playing it with people and they was getting interested in the story. And I was like, oh shit, I got them interested. And like one of my best friends is like, he's with me now. He want to know everything that happened. And then, like, I brought it to school, and I think this is when Season 2 was out. Or Season 2 was done. Yeah, Season 2 was done. And I, like, played it for the lounge area. And people was just interested in the story. It made me happy. I felt like, a lot of people should witness The Walking Dead. Thank God they got a bundle. The bundle, I'm not going to lie, the bundle costs a lot, but it's definitely worth it. Because it's like a bunch of content in the games and it's hours of gameplay, even though like the point click is really simple. But but the story keeps you interested throughout the whole thing. Now, most people like spoilers. Most people in season 1 know about Lee getting bitten. I thought that was like, it hurt my feelings because you're invested in Lee. Like, Lee was the motherfucking man. And this goes to, I hate to use the term person of color and all that other stuff, but you know how people is like, there's not enough black characters or, black lead characters in there and in some of these games. And I'm always been a less is more person. Like, there's a lot of standard white guys in these games, and their games is not good nor memorable. But it's funny where, like, games where they have black people some of the black characters in there, like you remember who they are. Like if you played The Walking Dead, Telltale's The Walking Dead, you'd know who Lee is, and you fuck with Lee heavy. But when it gets to Clementine, oh my god, you have such a connection with. I think that's why I say she's top 3 female protagonists of all time, because you have such a connection with Clementine. Like like in the first season, you want to protect this woman, and then like in the second season, she's the protagonist, and you seeing her grown, and her as a little girl has more common sense than all the grown adults, and you seeing this, and then you're watching her grow up. Then by the time you get to season 3 and 4, she's a badass. Like she's a legitimate badass. She's not no damsel in distress. She's like not relying on people. She's setting traps and setting people up and like learning how to survive while having a kid. She didn't. It's not her kid, but you know, protecting a kid, just like Lee did. Is everything about everything about season 4 to me has been good, and watching this come around is like very exciting. Clement, like a lot of people, I think a lot of people said that this is the last season. To me, this is the perfect time to end it, because like you're just going to be repeating yourself, man. I think just like the regular show, the longer it goes on, the longer it gets stupid, and then like you just got to know where to end it. And I feel like this is the perfect place for it to end. Like I don't know what's going on. That last episode got me on edge. So when this drop, I'm definitely going to be invested. I want to know what happened, because like Clementine's my girl. Like I bought this hat. Like I didn't steal it, and I bought this hat. I literally bought it from my little sister, but like I wear this hat because I love the game so much, and like that character resonated with me and all that. Season 3 was cool, but I think a lot of people didn't like season 3, and I will say it's the weakest of all the seasons, but I feel like it did serve a purpose. Javier wasn't a bad character. It's just that it wasn't Clementine, and I think that was people. You didn't really care about Javier's. I think that's the thing about season 3 of The Walking Dead. You didn't care about Javier's situation. Like you really couldn't give a shit. Javier was a good character, but everybody around him was a bunch of assholes. So you really didn't care. But you did care about Clementine and her finding AJ and wanting to know what was going on with Clementine. And watching her, like, I feel like that's an important season because you're watching Clementine, like, handle business. And, like, watching her, like, do things on her own without... Like, she was never a damsel in distress. Like, she handled business. Like, she was telling people what to do. She was negotiating with people. Like, watching that, like, that's an important season, like, because you're watching Clementine grow, and you be like, when she do shit, you be like, that's my girl. And that's my girl. And then, like, in this last season, you're watching her handle business. She took over a school. I'm not going to say she took over school, but, you know, like, they brought her in, and... Like, now she's the lead in school and people, like, have faith in her and all that other stuff. Like, she handles her business. And then you see little AJ. And AJ, AJ a little soldier. He go hard. Like, he has good aim. So, like, watching, I don't know. I can't wait till this season. I'm going to just keep it short. I'm probably going to stream it. I don't know if I'm going to stream it on Twitch or YouTube. But keep in mind. Clementine, top 3 protagonists ever. Female protagonists ever. I feel like you can't get no better than Clementine. And maybe, now, I'm not going to lie, the only reason I put Samus and Lara Croft because of the importance of them, and how they changed the game and all the other stuff, and you can have female protagonists as gaming and be badass and all that. Those are two are badass. But um, trust me when I say this. If you play The Walking Dead and if you play through all the seasons, you'll fall in love with Clementine like everybody else has, and you understand how badass Clementine is. And you agree with me, she's top 3 female protagonists of all time. Like, I know people gonna put Bayonetta there. What about Bayonetta? But Bayonetta's like 4. And I don't know about Nier Automata because I never played that. But Clementine, definitely top 3. So, I'm going to leave it here today. My name is Oskino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.